Right, Metroid Dread. Well, actually going to talk about the ending of Metroid Dread. So, spoilers, obviously, it's in the title. But now what I talk about Metroid Dread is, I thought the game was pretty good actually. Yeah, it was. I couldn't stop put the, I couldn't put the game down actually. When I played it, the game can be pretty tough at times. Especially the bosses. They but like or at first I thought that the environments looked a little bit drab for my taste, but quite soon the environments have more flavor to them, which I definitely appreciated because I wasn't the biggest fan of Samus Return because I thought it was a little underwhelming because and I literally said to myself, this was going to be what Metroid game is going to be. Then I don't think I want it anymore. But luckily Metroid Red, I thought it was pretty good. Despite my my idea of being by so many Metroidvanias being out there, especially in the indie scenes. I often ask myself, what does a $60 Metroid game has what a $20 indie game doesn't? Yeah. But this thing but on the other hand, I rather spend $60 on Metroid Dread than I spent $60 on most AAA games anyway. But now, what I think about now I'm gonna talk about the ending of the story about Metroid Dread, and I think it's kind of disappointing actually. Which I kind of rubbed me the wrong way actually. Well, first of all, when the game starts, it's actually just about escaping the place where you forgot what it's called, Asla or whatever, but it's about escaping and having these robots that want to hunt you down. It first starts a little bit simple, but sooner or later you will discover the X parasites. Which I kind of like because I thought that the fact that the X parasite was defeated in just one game was a little anticlimactic. The fact that is a continuation from Metroid Fusion and Samus Returns was actually a nice touch because actually there's actually continuity. The fact that you got know more about the Shoujo, which is actually nice, but hold on, what else? Now, compared to Phase On, it actually required 3 games in order to defeat the Phase On threat. I really hope that Metroid Prime 4, hope that Phase On does not return, because otherwise it will be redundant because we might have a slight 4 situation where it's actually undo a lot of things that what the previous installments did. But hold on now back to Metroid Dread. Hold on. Very late in the game, you will notice that the Metroid vaccine that Samus took, she has slowly become Metroid-like in her behavior, and which I thought was pretty cool actually. She actually becomes more angrier. One of the final scenes of Metroid Dread is that Adam, the artificial intelligence, kind of tells Samus that you should follow all that he congratulations to her for that she followed the orders like a good soldier, should we say? But it only turns out to be a Ravenbeak. In fact, there are meant. I guess it was kind of cool that Ravenbeak was his whole time. The fact that there's many subtle hints because I mean, like quote unquote Adam told that Samus was no chance to the MMEs. I mean, or Raven that he stood no chance because kind of trying to scare her. But and the fact that her Metroid abilities are no importance of that shouldn't be used. But that's all just manipulations of a Ravenbeak to kind of I guess tackle Samus' insecurities. But you know, I find cool the fact that Samus is like becoming more again Metroid-like. I mean, the fact that she becomes more impulsive, the fact that she becomes more angrier, and that was pretty cool. But I think it was very, and here's kind of my problem. I think that was the fact that was completely undone. How in the last minute, like a Deus Ex Machina, that quiet rope, just even though is affected by the X parasite, somehow saves the day, and then pretending like nothing has ever happened. I mean, now she is no longer a consumed by Metroid instincts. I mean, I don't know, probably not the right term, but whatever. But it's completely undone. I mean, that was really disappointing. I mean, I was really hoping that maybe again, I guess she technically saves the day, but then maybe she removes her helmet and she comes mutated. I mean, or something like that, or like really becomes a predator, or like a predator. Yes, I mean that would kind of like be a very memorable, but now just completely undone. I mean, which I find completely disappointing. I mean, yeah, like oh well, mission complete. Congratulations. Planet explodes. Rinse and repeat. I mean, that was kind of disappointing. I mean, I thought we at least left the game with a memorable impact. I mean, now let's talk about a little bit about Ravenbeak. I mean, I think Ravenbeak didn't really like our present. I mean, his motivation is just kind of boring. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, maybe it was more of a build up to Ravenbeak. He might have actually been a better villain, but he's just another villain that wants to conquer the world. I mean, sure he was kind of foreshadowed in Samus Returns, which I thought was one of my favorite aspects. I mean, like the last picture that you unlock was actually very memorable. With that was foreshadowed, but I mean, he just wanted to conquer the world. I mean, I guess maybe if there was more like a lore, like I mean, that was something what I would loved in Metroid, right? The fact that like kind of like another Samus 2 remake has like a lore and scan logs. That would really help. I mean, maybe if you like to scan logs, you can actually see more insight of a Ravenbeak's motivation. I mean, or even know more about Quiet Rope. I mean, again, the fact that Samus meets another Shoujo, she probably should be overjoyed, but it's like kind of like nope, he dies and not much care. I mean, yeah, I think that would be it all.